All
right.
right. Woo!
Hi.
I feel like we got a good 1 hour warm up. So,
Yes.
Gina, thank you for joining me. You
Thank you
are
for
on my
inviting me.
street team,
Yes.
and you're also Greek. So, you're the perfect person to help with this
Yes.
pronunciation guide. Because one of the most common questions I get, as you know, because people also ask you, is how to pronounce all of these uh, names from Greek mythology. And so that's what we're
Yes.
going to do today.
Amazing.
But first, I wanted to ask you because I kind of prepared you for this too. But I think it's so interesting. One time I was told, like in Greece, like you're taught that the myth of Hades and Persephone is actually a love story. So I was going to ask you about that. Is that something that how were you taught about the myth of Hades and Persephone?
It was kind of, yeah, something like a love story, but really has like double and triple meaning behind it.
Yeah, to
It's
me, because
actually,
they attribute it to Homer as because of the way the hymn is written. It's a Homeric hymn, but it's a story of Demeter in literature. So that's what I always find so interesting is we've extracted the Hades and Persephone part and made that into a love story essentially, when really the story for me I felt was about Demeter losing her daughter and a bunch of men telling her it was okay because Hades is a good man.
like it's a big misconception. And actually we were taught not exactly Hades. Like
Mhm,
Hades is the name for the whole underworld.
mhm,
And it was Pluto,
mhm.
like Hades for us, for the books and the other stuff. It was Pluto that
Pluto like in
Pluto that
Rome,
it was what?
Pluto like in Roman mythology.
Yes, we call it and we call him Pluto now. So Pluto,
Oh, okay.
yes, he was in love with Cory, Cory,
Hmm.
um, Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, as we call it. And actually, he asked Zeus for Persephone, and Zeus was against it. But then Hades orchestrated the abduction of her. And yeah, he, like, she wanted to leave. She pleaded
Yeah.
with him so she can go back to her mother. And he agreed to let her go, but to comfort her, he gave her a pomegranate to eat, and she had like 6 seeds
Yeah.
from it, and then everything happened. She was permitted to visit her mother for 6 months, and the other 6 months would be the queen of the underworld. So when the 6 months, when she's with her mother, nature flourishes because Dimitra is the goddess of agriculture and harvest. And the other 6 months that she has to spend with Hades as the queen of the underworld, nature mourns because she's not with her mother. That's the that's the whole story behind the myth. But also it's connected with the transition from life to death
Hmm.
and reincarnation.
Yeah, I always think it's interesting because I address reincarnation in several of my books, but I think, reincarnation is also a metaphor for spring and winter. Um, so
Yes,
I like the layering of the themes like you've already alluded to. I just think that's so fascinating. But thank you for that because I don't we don't get that we don't I think it's so interesting. One of my favorite things in college they would do is um have these like dream courses, and you could be taught like certain myths and stories within the cultural context. So someone from that culture would come and teach you, and so it's there's none of that sort of translating across cultures, or like interpreting like these sorts of texts. It's this is what I was taught within my space, within my country, and it gives you just a different perspective on kind of what we translated, which is similar to these words that I'm going to ask you to pronounce that I have pronounced wrong probably my whole life. Okay, this is
Yes.
like a game show, except that you know all the answers. Number one, our dark god of the underworld.
So we have Hades, which in Greek we call it Abyss.
Our wonderful goddess of spring.
And here we have Persephone.
Okay.
And we in Greek is Persephone.
Cool. Okay. This one. Our goddess of witchcraft that everyone asks me about.
And that's Hecate.
Hecate.
Yes.
Gosh.
And we call it Hecate.
Hecate. Hecate. Hecate.
Yes.
Okay. I love her. I love
Me
her in
too.
mythology too, because she's like just as unhinged, I think, as I've made her in my mythology.
Best. Yeah, she's the best. I feel like one element of this game show could be like me guessing who's going to be coming up next, because I knew.
Yes.
Okay. Hermes.
Oh, fuck. I wanted to lie. I can't lie, though. I'm really bad at it. Our other
Hermes.
daddy.
Yes, he is.
Oh my God, yes. Hermes.
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 Hermes. Without
Yes.
the H. I cannot drop the H's, y'all. So we love him. We love his style. We love his sandals.
Yes.
Who do you think is next?
Okay. This is I'm gonna guess Hephaestus.
No.
No.
Yes, I have the list, so okay, we have Aphrodite. Aphrodite.
Oh, you just say it faster. Kind of. Aphrodite. Aphrodite.
Yes, Aphrodite, and we call it Aphrodite.
Oh, a little different. The pronunciation's a little different. It's so interesting because if you aren't really listening, you would miss it. Sometimes I say Aphrodite and I don't know why, because I know in my brain it's Aphrodite, but I think my tongue gets tired. I'm like all the syllables, so I just
worn
stop.
out by the end of the word.
Isn't that silly? And I feel like in my brain, every time I say Aphrodite, I'm like, you're saying it wrong. But I do it every time.
So funny.
Now, who do you think is next?
It's got to be Hephaestus.
Okay, this was in the Facebook group. People asked how to pronounce this. And let me just preface this by saying I cannot spell his name correctly ever. And I know how to spell it, but when I write him into the book, I spell it 20 different ways. FYI.
Yes, it's Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
Yes, you can pronounce the H as well.
Okay.
I think it's right both ways.
Okay.
Hephaestus or Hephaestus?
Hephaestus or Hephaestus?
Yes,
Hephaestus.
yes.
Okay. What's next? This is the most commonly asked.
Oh, the most
one.
Okay. Loose.
Yes. I cannot wait. Tell me how to pronounce this.
You can pronounce it like a couple different ways. You can pronounce it Liuki or loose, or I pronounce it as Luki without the E.
So yeah, we might need one more on this one. This is a big one.
Liuki, loose, or Luki.
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 Okay.
That's almost like Loki.
Yeah.
You've answered a very controversial question because between the audiobooks, both narrators pronounce it differently, but they're both right.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
everyone, you have your answer. And I want to say, it is interesting because when I started to do this, like when I started to write Greek mythology retellings and people would ask me about pronunciation, I would be like, well, I really don't know. But also, it's important to like wherever you live, like in America, we say Persephone, but in France, it's Persephone. And so, and everyone has their own way of like, combining like pronunciations, like of letters and syllables and things like that. So it's, but it's really cool to see like when you're from Greece and you still have these different pronunciations. So never fear. Who do you think's next?
Okay. Is mint on the list? Do we have mint? Yes.
Is it really just mint?
Yes, but you can pronounce it as minty. But a
Minty?
bit, yes, but like lighter, like almost the E doesn't exist at the end.
Mint. Minty.
Yes, a bit lighter, but it's mint.
Saying this wrong my entire life. But
And in
it's
Greek
even
it's
funnier
minty.
that you can say mint. It's so funny that you can say that.
Yeah, because it's actually, if you saw the comments, there is
Yeah, the
also
plant.
a plant.
Yeah.
A fragrant, yeah,
Yes.
fragrant plant. Yeah. That's what I think is so funny because I was like, I saw your note and I was like, yeah, that's very true. I mean, she turns into a mint plant, but yeah, I've been pronouncing this wrong. Fine, fine. Okay, this one I felt like I was always pronouncing correctly. Ariadne.
Yes. Yes, it is. And we
But
call
how do you
it
pronounce it?
Ariadne. Like
Oh,
our
You
D.
kind of roll your R. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So interesting. I'm learning. Oh, this one is fun. I mean, I'm sure you know who's next.
Gotta be Dionysus.
Yes, my
Yes.
little beta male,
We love him. We love him.
little D. I hope he doesn't like
He's
that.
baby boy. Dionysus is for sure is 100% baby boy. He gives that energy.
I love him.
Love him.
Okay, it is Dionysus. If you can, yes. Or you can call it, it's Dionysos.
Oh, I love that. I could not say
Wait, say it again.
Dionysos.
it.
That's like a
Mm.
Oh no, it's the TH.
Dionysus. Wait, can you say that
Dionysos.
again? Okay, so
Dionysus.
my husband is a linguist, and he says that one of the reasons this is so difficult is because parts of our mouth, our tongues, don't have like the memory to make these sounds.
Yes.
And I'm feeling that right now. This one I get asked about sometimes, so I threw it in here because I think I say it wrong. This is Poseidon's wife, by the way, which I think you guys probably know, but
It's Amphitrite. Amphitrite.
Amphitrite.
Yes.
Like kind of like the same rhythm as Aphrodite. Okay, okay.
Yes, something like that. And it's almost the same in Greek as well. Amphitrite.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I feel like the rhythm and I'm so surprised by
Yes.
this one. I was very wrong. All right, we've got Daddy Death number 2. I love him.
It's the same in Greek as well. It's Thanatos.
Thanatos.
Yes.
Thanatos. You said
Yes.
you enunciate this part more than I do, Thanatos, but you also say yeah.
Thanatos.
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 We emphasize the first A.
Yeah.
After the
And then
K.
kind of a T.
It's the T and the D again, almost like Thanatos. Like,
Thanatos. Yeah.
almost. Yeah, like if there could be like Something in the middle of.
Okay. I didn't say this at the beginning of those, but those were our gods, like our main people from, my books, not actual Greek mythology. So now we're just going on to like just mentioned characters. So this first one, I just have to give you a little background. He's just the god of, well, just the god. There's a lot of wind gods in Greek mythology,
Yes.
and he's specifically the southeast wind. But I think it's hilarious that you guys have so many gods for wind. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know why, but it's important.
Okay, this one is Apiotis.
Epiotis.
Yes.
Okay. I never tried to pronounce this one.
Apiotis.
Apiotis.
Yes.
Apiotis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like almost a Y's in there, but it's not.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how we're trying to make sense of what. And you're like, no, we don't have Y's in our alphabet. No, I love it. All right. We have a muse of tragedy.
Mm.
And it's the same in Greek as well. Melpomene.
Oh, Melpomene.
Yes.
Melpomene.
That
I
sounds
never knew how to
so-
pronounce this.
Yeah, and that sounds so much nicer than what I was saying in my head. Melpomene.
What were you
and I was
saying?
over here like Melponi, Melponi. Like, oh, I don't even. It was like the most like. Oh,
Melpomene. Okay. Melpomene. That is very poetic. It's very pretty.
exactly.
Not that I didn't think it was
Yes.
pretty, I just knew I couldn't pronounce it. So, all right. We have the old man of the sea.
Well, a funny story with this one. I know him. I know his story and all that, but I know like the modern version as Nireas, and so
Okay.
it was my mind was like twisted. We
That's fair.
Yes, we pronounce it Nirias or Niris. Niris is like right
Nereis?
more. Yes.
Okay, so
So
he's
A
the
and E.
father of
Yes.
the like I don't know how to say it. I don't even know how to say it, but he's the father of the other nymphs, the other kind of water nymphs. They are Nereids? I have it later.
Nereids.
Nereids. Okay, so Nereus is
Yes.
one
Right.
version,
Yes.
and the nearest
Yes. Like because in Greek it's Nirevs. Like the ending syllable
nearest.
is. Yes, the ending syllable is ancient Greek. So that's why it's a bit difficult.
Okay.
Nereus,
I've
something like
Nereus. Nereus. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, is it pronounced how it looks or is it not? That's the game I play with all Greek words. All right. We have Hypnosis, wife.
It's Pasithea.
Pasithea?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same in Greek.
Okay. I'm gonna just say I say Zephyr, probably wrong. God of wind, which wind? I can't remember.
Need to wait. I have
How background is that he was in love with Hyacinth, and there are a couple versions of this myth, but in one, he's the one who blasts wind to make the like the game that Apollo and Hyacinth are playing. I don't know how to say it. I should have asked you that. Makes like the stone.
It's like the most gentle and favorable of the winds.
Oh, so not a specific wind, just like, well, he is a specific wind, but a favorable wind.
Yes.
And he favored Hyacinth.
Zephyrus. Zephyrus. Yes, Zephyrus.
Zephyrus.
And in Greek is Zephyros with an O.
Zephyros.
Yes.
Zephyros. Ooh, that's hard for my tongue to do.
That's
Okay, so I was kind of close. Okay. Those are our just mentioned characters. These are minor characters. Oh, these are some old ones. We're gonna skip those.
I love how like Gina is being like so nice to us as we're going.
You are so nice. As we are like, thank you for your patience on us like learning how to pronounce these words. Okay, Maze. I'm gonna say this wrong. I should have put these in a different order. But Dionysus, the women who were part of Dionysus's cult, I say Maenads.
I say Maenads too.
But I think I'm saying that wrong. But she's one of them.
Oh.
I know we're saying it wrong, and that's why she's like, I have no fucking clue what you're saying. But I can't. Oh, hold on. Let me find it. I'm just gonna go find it. Look at this chaos. Nothing can be. Oh my god, because it's in like my other stack. Okay.
Oh, wait, I have this.
You're like, I know you had to write down the pronunciation separately. Maenads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maenads. Okay, so I'm just gonna like the net for us. This is how we would have to spell it for us to be able to, or for me to be able to look at this word and know how to spell it. It would have to be spelled like this. Maenad.
Yes.
Okay, well, this next character is a Maenad. And just to say, they say this that this is one of the Maenads because her name is on a vase painting, and so there's a list of names that were listed among the Maenads that included this name.
It's Lilea.
Oh no, that's not right. Lilea.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Lilea. That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I think I was pronouncing that right, but I also don't remember because when I pronounce things in my head, like sometimes I'm like, oh, I pronounce that perfectly in my head, and then I try to say it out loud, and I'm like, well, that was terrible. Okay. Maenad. God damn. Also a name mentioned on a vase painting.
I pronounce it as Nea.
Nea.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I searched it, I couldn't find the exact pronunciation.
That's fair. I said Naya, and I think I'm wrong.
No, you can use it because we don't have the exact pronunciations.
Hey, this dude tried to cheat death and won like twice.
It's Sisyphus.
Okay.
Pretty close.
I was close. Sisyphus.
Yes.
But you say Sisyphus.
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 Oh my god. I really can't believe I just tried to emulate Gina to that level.
I know, it's like it's so unnatural for me to like move my mouth like that. And this is why it's so hard for me to learn a language, because I feel embarrassed when I try to do it. And you shouldn't feel embarrassed. Don't be like me. Just embrace it.
And in Greek it's Daedalus.
Daedalus. Okay.
Daedalus. Lus?
In Greek it's os.
Us. Okay.
And it's us or you in English.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Daughter of Nereus. Daughters of
Or because when I searched it, it had two, Naiad or Nead.
Nead. And they're
And I
daughters
don't know
of
why.
what am I saying? The old man of the sea. Nereus. I'm retaining that thing.
Nereus.
Nereus.
Yes.
Almost like Aries, but not.
Yeah.
Nereus. Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to do word association in my head. Okay. Oh wait. Am I getting myself confused? I may be.
Why?
I am. These are water nymphs. These are these the same? These are not the same. I am getting myself confused because they all look similar. This is what I was telling you about all the water nymphs. Water nymphs. Also water nymphs, but daughters of Nereus.
Nereids, yes.
Nereids.
Confusing.
Or Nereida.
Nereiva.
Nereida or Nereides in plural.
Nereidus. Okay. So forget what I said earlier and remember that this one is just water nymphs. It's confusing. These are the daughters of Nereus. Nereus?
Nereus.
It's
Nereus.
also so nice when Gina says them. She says them and it's beautiful. Yeah.
It is. I know. Okay.
Oceanid. And
Oceanid.
Okeanida, Okeanides in Greek. And it's with omega and no, not O. I made the mistake.
Oh, you know what? You did a great job and I appreciate this. I think that my readers will too, and any readers of any other Greek myths, because there are so many retellings, they will really appreciate this. And I think it's cool. It's even better because they can hear you say it. Because even like the pronunciation guide doesn't. I mean, it gives you a good idea, but it's also nicer to hear you say it. So, okay. These are also nymphs. They are in the underworld and they are companions of Hecate.
Yes.
I'm learning.
Lampades.
Lampades.
Yes.
Lampades. I would say Lampades, which is terrible.
I was doing it the worst. I was just over here like the lampades are here to get Persephone ready. The lampades is so bad.
Lampades. Lampades.
And in Greek it's lambades.
Oh.
Lambades.
Yes. Actually, we still use that word, lambades. It's like a bigger version of candles.
That makes sense. Like lantern, like a like a lamp or something. Yeah. I mean, they are like that in Greek mythology. Well, I don't know about Greek mythology, but I had to have gotten the idea somewhere that they glow because I make them glow.
Yes,
these we call the Grey Sisters. They're often confused with the Fates because of the Disney movie Hercules, which should be called Heracles, but that's a rabbit hole for another day.
It's Gree. Gree?
Gree.
Okay. Yes. The other way.
I feel like there's too much stuff building up in the back of my throat to say it right.
Like you can learn Greek in one night.
Girl,
like almost
listen,
impossible.
Thank you for your patience because we're terrible students, but you're an amazing teacher. I just need you to know. Okay, next, we have their names. The names of the...
Yes.
Three.
Green.
I had
Yes.
to go back and see the pronunciation.
It's D, no,
Dino.
Dino in Greek, Neo, and Neo in Greek as well. It's like one in Greek.
Pinfrito.
Yes,
Pinfrito.
yes,
Inio. And Dino.
yes.
Whew. I got 2 of those right. The last one, I had no fucking clue. All right, this is another name for the fates.
Mire,
Mire.
What?
mire.
I was not
Mire.
so off.
Yes, O and
So
I.
wrong.
O and I in Greek, Omicron and Iota, we call it as E. And A and I, Alpha and Iota, we call it as E. So it's
Mira.
Mire. Yeah.
Mire.
Yes.
Mire.
Yes.
Eh. God, that's insane. I've been saying this very wrong.
How have you been saying it, Morai?
Yes.
Yeah, same here. Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah, me too.
We're so just like literal in English. We're like, look, it says Moirai.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Is it the same in Greek?
Yes, it's mire, which is in ancient Greek, and in modern Greek is mires.
Miris.
Mires, yes.
Okay. And now I have their names. The fates and their names.
Okay, let's go.
Clotho. I say no. Let me just do this first, and we'll just see how terrible.
Oh,
I go Clotho.
Clotho.
Yes, it's right.
How do you really say it?
Clotho.
Clotho.
Okay, Clotho.
Yes.
Okay. And then the next one I say, what do I say?
Hysis, but in Greek, it's lachesis.
I feel like you're skipping words.
Lachesis.
Yes. And in Greek, it's lachesis.
Well, I think you're so kind, Gina, because I can see in your face, you're like, no, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, the whole time, truly. Every time Gina says yes,
it's because my head is working in 2 and 3 languages all together.
Fair. This last one, I say Atropos.
Yes, it's exactly right. Atropos.
Yes. Nice. I would have scored 62 on this exam.
Not bad.
All right. We have the harpies.
When I tell you, when I was writing this, I was like, do I really know Greek? Am I Greek? Do I really exist?
Oh, you know what? I feel so comforted because when I was doing this, I was like, do I really know Greek mythology? Like, what the fuck do I know?
Okay, let's go. It's Ielu, and in Greek, it's Ielo.
Okay.
Ielu.
And the second one, actually, I never found the pronunciation.
Did I write
but
it
if
wrong?
I had, no, it's you wrote it exactly right. If I had to guess, it would be like occipit or occipit. And I'm not sure.
Yep.
Okay.
And the other one is Silinu.
Celine.
Yes. And in Greek it's Keleno.
Keleno.
When let's go. Ielu.
Oh, fuck. That's so hard for my mouth to do. A,
But you can emphasize the last syllable as well. So it could be ielu or ielu.
Ielu.
Yes.
Oof.
In Greek, it's ielo.
Yellow.
The
It sounds
second
like you're
one,
saying
I'm not.
yellow.
Mm.
Yes, something like that. Yes, without the one.
Hello.
The second one, I'm not going to
It's like
try
hello.
again.
No, it's
And the
fine.
last,
It's fine.
and the last one is silinu. I think it's better. Yes.
No. Okay.
Okay.
And in Greek is keleno.
Kelena. Next we have I say Damon, but he's also our ferryman of the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be interesting.
Yes, it's Karen.
Okay, Karen, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Greek is Charodas or Charos.
That doesn't even match.
Yeah. Wow.
But
That's wild.
because in the beginning we have the CH, it could be Haron in English.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. We have one of the Gorgons.
Let's go. Urieli.
Urieli.
Yes, Urieli.
Did anyone see how I had to move with it, with the word? Urieli.
And in Greek is Evriali.
Okay. What?
In Greek is Evriali.
Oh, I'm scared of that one.
That's so different to me. It sounds so different to me. But I think I know how to pronounce this one.
Polyphemus.
Okay, you pronounce it a little. I always say Polyphemus. Polyphemus. Polyphemus.
If I had to exaggerate my accent, it would be Polyphemus.
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 Yes, and in Greek it's Polyphemus.
Polyphemus. Polyphemus.
Yes.
I can see why we say Polyphemus. It's because we slow it down and there's a cadence to how you say it. Anyways, the Cyclops that Odysseus ended up killing, and then I had Dionysus, well, not kill him, but get him drunk. So, because I thought that was cool because, Odysseus gets him drunk with wine he had on his ship, and Dionysus is the god of wine. So he can turn anything, I was like, oh, I'm clever. Anyways.
Love that scene.
I don't know why I included this name, but I think it's because I used it as an oracle in Malice for Zeus. But she's really part of the flood story of Greek myth. And they do go to the Oracle of Delphi to repopulate the earth, to learn how to repopulate the earth, which I think is kind of funny. But
it's Pira.
Pira.
Yeah.
That's not how I said that at all. We have a sea monster. That's part of Odyssey.
Yes, it has two pronunciations.
Okay.
It's either Scylla without the S, without saying the S, or Scylla, which actually in Greek as well. Yes.
I said the Scylla. I think I said something like that. Scylla.
Yes.
On the other side, we have this dude who is a whirlpool.
Yes. Charybdis.
Charybdis.
That was good, Scarlett. Yeah, you just hit that one.
And in Greek is Charybdis.
I never knew how to pronounce this. I just went Charbadis. Will you say the
Yes.
Greek version one more time?
Charybdi.
Oh no, I think we're freezing a little bit.
Oh, I think we're back.
What?
Okay, I think we're
Yeah.
coming back. Okay. Will you say the Greek version? But from my understanding, well, these are birds, but this is also a lake. They're named after the. Now I can't say it. Now that I have to say it out loud. Cephalion is how I was saying.
It's Stymphalian. Stymphalian.
It was close.
Cephalion.
The Phalian.
Yes.
Okay. This is very
Stymphalian bird.
long.
Yes, it's Stymphalides ornithes. And ornithes, it's actually the chickens.
That's hilarious. Okay, I was close on the English version.
Yeah.
Okay, we have our favorite three-headed dog. Cerberus, I say Cerberus. Three-headed dog.
Yes.
Typhon is not a dog. Typhon is like a serpent. They say he's the son of Gaia. And then Orthrus, I don't know how to say that. He's a two-headed dog. But I made them all one dog in my book.
Cerberus, which is Kerberos in Greek.
Kerberos.
Kerberos.
Okay.
You almost got it.
Kerberos.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting there. It's taken over an hour.
Of course. We have, I think it's Typhon.
Typhon. That's what I say, but also
But
I say
maybe
too.
fuck knows
it's
if I'm right.
but maybe it's Typhon, as in typhoon. You
Oh,
Typhon, yeah.
Typhon. Okay.
Typhon.
Typhon.
Okay. Okay.
And in Greek is Typhos. Yes.
Typhos.
Typhos.
Yes. And in ancient Greek is Typhon, which
Typhon.
is the typhoon for you.
Okay.
Typhonus.
Typhonus.
All right. And Orthrus, I think that's exactly how you see it.
Kind of got it right.
Not bad. Yeah.
We have a few demigods. The one we love to hate. And listen, this dude's a hero in Greek mythology, but I just think it's bullshit that Ariadne is the true hero of his story and he gets all the credit.
Okay, it's Theseus.
Oh, Theseus.
Theseus.
Yes.
I'm saying that wrong.
Theseus in Greek.
That's how I
I've been
say
saying
it.
Theseus, yeah.
Theseus.
Yes.
Theseus.
Theseus
Well,
in
I
Greek.
had that wrong. This is his bro, which I say Pirithous, but it looks like Pirithous.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I missed it. What is it?
Say it again.
You
Scarlett.
say it. I said Pirithous,
Yes.
but
Pirithous,
I was always
okay.
saying Pirithous.
Pirithous.
Yes.
In
Pirithous.
Greek?
Pirithos. Pirithos. It's Pirithos.
Pirithous.
It's the last.
It's always the os at the end.
Yes.
These two are bros, and they tried to steal Persephone, and it did not go well.
It did
And
not.
I say Machion, but Machion is what I say. But this dude is actually like he's pretty cool, and I don't know how to say his dad's name, but his granddaddy's Apollo.
Yes.
Daddy's-
His dad's name is Asclepius. So, and this is
Asclepius.
yes. And in Greek it's Asclepios with pronounce the last syllable. So we have Machion,
Makina.
Mhm. But I think that we can say Makion, but I think Makion is more, at least for me, it's better. It sounds better.
Mm.
The next dude tried to feed his son to the gods, and now
It's Tantalus.
okay, Tantalus. We say Tantalus usually, but that's because we're literal.
And in Greek, it's
Oh,
Tantalus.
Tantalus. It's very similar.
Yes.
We are on our last. There's a bunch of blank papers like between on our last section, which is locations. So I'm just moving through all these blank pages. I feel like this is a given, but I wanted to put it in here anyway because maybe we're all pronouncing it wrong in America. Probably are.
Acropolis.
Acropolis. We do say Acropolis.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, actually, I did put Makinon. Makinon. I put him in here, but I put him in locations for me because he has a hospital in New Greece.
Asclepios.
Asclepios.
Yes, Asclepios in Greek.
Asclepios. Okay. I just go blah 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 in my head when I read it. So now I can actually pronounce it. I feel like so silly. Okay. So in New Greece, this is a club, but it's a festival for Dionysus.
Yeah. It's back here.
Vakia.
Back here.
Bakia.
Yes.
Is it Vakia or Vakia?
In Greek, it's back here. So
Vakia?
I think, but I think in English as well.
Okay.
But
Bakia.
mhm.
Been saying that wrong. I've been saying this wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go bury my head in the sand after this. Delos?
Delos.
Yes, it's Delos. Yes.
I
Delos
have
in
been
Greek.
here,
Yes.
and it's the brightest place in the Mediterranean, they say, and the birthplace of Apollo and Artemis. Very
Mhm.
cool.
Yes.
I thought it would be fun to include this word because you guys have a lot of words for love, different kinds of love in Greek, and I
Yes.
think that's interesting. And from my understanding, this one's intimate love.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, kind of. Well, it depends the sentence you're using it. And
Okay, well,
how much you want to exaggerate.
we want to exaggerate.
Yeah. High drama, baby.
Yes.
Yes.
It's erotas.
Erotus.
Wait. Erotus.
Erotas.
Erotus.
Yes.
Erotus. Oof. Okay. This is the personification of darkness in the underworld.
Ooh.
My understanding is that there is a modern word for this. Eva? E-V-I-A? Ava?
It's Evia.
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 Okay. Okay.
That's why I didn't wrote the pronunciation because it's Evia.
I thought that was interesting because I didn't realize that, in Greek myth, this is the,
And we still use that word in English as well.
Okay.
When I searched in Google Evia in Greek, in English, it has this word and Evia as well, E-V-I-A.
E-V-I, yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I had seen. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So just so everyone can see, my handwriting's terrible. That's why I didn't write these words down. Okay. This is also, from what I understand, this word means courtesan.
It's Etera.
Etera.
It's,
Etera?
sometimes we use it as as the other person, the other woman. in a relationship.
Oh,
Okay.
Kind of like the third person in the relationship, who is a woman.
Okay. That's interesting.
yeah.
My understanding of this kind of love, it's unrequited love. So love that's not returned.
Yes and no.
Passion? That was the other
Yes.
thing they said. Okay.
Yes. It's kind of the same when you're like deeply in love with someone.
Mhm.
It's capsura.
Capsura.
I was saying capsura. Okay. It's interesting because there's so many layers to these words that mean love in Greek. And I think that's so cool, especially because, especially like for Hades and Persephone, for example, like we really do deeply want that to be a love story. And Psyche and Eros and Eurydice and Orpheus. We love those love stories. Our next one is an island dedicated to Hephaestus.
Which I do have like ties to that island. My mother is from there.
That's
It's
so cool.
Limnos.
Limnos.
Yes.
Limnos. I was saying Limnos, so
Yeah.
wrong.
Yes. But we know it as Limnos, so if you...
Limnos.
Limnos.
Yes. You can say... I think that you can say it as Limnos as well, because you're saying it in English, so I don't think that someone will correct you or something. But it's actually the same thing. They will understand what you're saying. So
I hope you're right. I feel like I'm pronouncing all of these wrong. This is complicated because this is located on Crete. In legend, it's said to be the site of the labyrinth, but they don't actually have any evidence that the labyrinth existed, but they think this palace that was built was very confusing. So maybe it was referred to as the labyrinth. That's my understanding.
yes, it's Knossos.
Knossos.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I said it mostly okay. Am I correct about the myth around this location?
Yes, for the labyrinth and the Minotaur and everything.
It was so interesting because they had in that palace they had these axes, like the axes engraved with and that's part of the labyrinth myth. So it just it really emphasizes that connection. This is basically a wrestling gym, I guess you could say.
Yes, it's palestra.
Palestra. I've been saying that one pretty right.
Yeah, that was good. I love how excited you got for that one.
I'm just I pronounced so many things wrong. This I use as a stadium in my book, but it is actually Hermes. That's hard with the S. Sandal. This is a winged sandal.
When I searched it, I had two. It's Talaria.
That's how I say it.
And Talaria. But I think Talaria is it's better. It sounds better.
Talaria. I think it does too. But that's just because I'm the one who said it. Okay. Oh, we've got, I think this is the River of Woe, I believe. Am I wrong? I think I'm right.
Yes.
I cannot wait to hear you say this.
Kusaitos. And in Greek,
never said it right.
Kokitos.
Kokitos.
Yes.
I've never said this right. Never in my life. This is said to be an entrance to the underworld. It's an actual lake, though, from what I understand. So it's not a myth.
Yes. No. It's Lerna.
Lerna! That's how I say it.
In Greek is Lerna, or Lerni. It's the same.
But yeah,
Lerna
little bit of a difference.
or Lerni. Yes.
Just a tiny bit different. This is a river of fire around Tartarus. Tartarus is, how do I say that? I'm just realizing that I'm probably saying that wrong.
In Greek is phlegethon, with something that is burning.
Oh, okay.
Phlegethon.
Yes.
Like,
And I think that you pronounce it in English same as well. Phlegethon.
Phlegethon. Phlegethon.
Phlegethon.
Phlegethon. That one's hard.
Yes. It is.
It's the G in the middle that's got me. Phlegethon. Fuck. Are we all tired? Or like our tongues exhausted? Phlegethon. Phlegethon.
Phlegethon.
Yes, Alex.
You got this one. You know what? You take it because you pronounce everything else right.
Truly, that's my one and only this entire time.
Okay, so I think I've said Tartarus for the longest time.
Yes, it is Tartarus.
I was like, if it is
Tartarus.
not, I will riot. Same
It
in
is
Greek.
Tartarus, Tartaros,
Tartaros.
or Tartara.
Tartara.
We
Okay.
use the second word, Tartara, when we want to exaggerate something in our settings that are either our psyche or our emotions or anything like that is at the end or deep down.
Okay. I'd like that. This is our last one. It is a river, the final river, the river of forgetfulness.
It's Lethe.
Lethe.
Lethe. I've been saying Lethe.
Lethe, Lethe, and Lethe.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the same in Greek as well. It's Lethe.
I have learned that I have said most everything wrong. Also, look at how much we got through. Like, should be able to pronounce the whole book now.
I got a total of 1 through that entire time.
Listen, I felt like at first I was getting better throughout, and then at the end I was like, I can't anymore.
I wanted to say like something. If there are any other Greeks that find any mistakes from my pronunciations and anything, they can send me the correct words. Because okay, I'm Greek, but some of the pronunciation in English are a bit difficult, and yeah. But I think the Greek ones, I think that I got everything right. I hope.
You know what? I thought it was great. I loved that you did the English version and the Greek version too, because like I said, it is very hard for us, like anyone, to speak a different language because our mouths aren't made to move and make certain sounds. So I thought it was the coolest thing, and I appreciate your patience with us trying to pronounce everything. I learned a lot.
Ditto.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was smiling the whole time. Like, I'm still so excited that we did that, and I'm so happy and so thankful.
Me too, and I hope we get to do another one. So if anyone,
yes, of course.
if any readers, like, after you watch this and you want to know how to pronounce more words, I would say just like comment wherever you're watching this video, probably across any of my social media, and hopefully Gina will reprise her role as our resident expert on Greek words.
I'd love that.
I would too. So, but thank you guys for watching this entire thing. It's very long, but we had fun, and I hope you did too.
Yeah, we
We'll say
did.
bye.
We did. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.